All right, folks. Home of the Hustle Tuesday nights. Eddie Martin here with Tammy Kling. Hopefully my audio's good. We're doing something new tonight. So when you hop in here, share this thing out. Let me know it's working right. What's up, Tammy? How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How's your view?
View is looking good. You look great. Hopefully the same. I had to put these headphones on because I figured I was getting some feedback if I didn't. So I'm sharing this out real quick to my page. So if you guys don't know Tammy and you weren't here with us last week, I want to make sure we give just a quick intro for those of you that don't know Tammy. So Tammy, you want to give the folks watching a quick rundown on yourself, just 10, 30 seconds or something?
Sure. Hey, so I'm Tammy Kling, and I am the CEO of a leadership company called On Fire Books for 15 years. And when I was with a lot of top speakers, and I realized that I wanted to equip world changers. So we actually help leaders, CEOs, entrepreneurs get their message out through books, speaking, global campaigns, and we work all over the world, every country you can imagine. And I love what I do because we have the opportunity to change lives.
Yeah, there's nothing more powerful than that, right? Being able to help people change their own life.
Yep. It's great.
So, yeah, it's like the ultimate. It's good to help yourself, but it's even better if you can help other people, because when you help other people get what they want, you can have everything that you want.
That's right.
Who said that?
I don't know.
That was old Zig.
Oh, was that Zig? Oh, okay.
That's a Zig quote. Yeah. So, hey, if you guys are just jumping in here, share this thing out for me. Let me know if I'm having audio issues or anything like that, because we're just kind of playing with some new stuff here. And if I got to scrap it for next time, I'm more than happy to do that. So give what's ups, people coming in, and then we'll get down to business. Crystal, Susan, the law's in here. What's up? Frank, Austin, Chavez, Stella. I don't know you, Stella. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Let's see, Denzel. What's up, guys? Clara. Sweet. All right, so this whole thing spawned off of a mastermind event that you throw once a year called The Conversation.
Yes.
Right?
That is right.
That is right. Mm-hmm. So what you do there is you get a group of 100 world changers together, and you have a safe environment where people can kind of open up and get data and feedback on maybe the issues that they're dealing with. And so you had 4 topics that were at the conversation. One was perception, legacy, blind spots, and wisdom.
Yes.
That's right.
What are we
going to Last week Today we're covering perception. If you didn't catch us last week we talked a little bit about legacy, but we mostly focused on blind spots as well as building a life team, which was a concept that I hadn't been familiar with before. And I know we got messages right after that was over talking about like this life team thing. That's amazing, revolutionary idea that they had never thought of. So I love that. But today we're talking perception. So how do we kick off perception? In my opinion, we kick it off with the definition, right? What is the definition of perception? So old Webster says that the definition of perception, a result of perceiving, observation, a mental image or concept, consciousness, awareness of the elements of environment through physical sensation, color perception as an example, physical sensation interpreted through light, quick, acute, or intuitive cognition, appreciation. That's a lot of big old words that we don't need to get into. But perception is how you see things, right? What do they mean to you?
And what I've observed over the last 15 years is that these 4 topics are really what world changers actually laser focus on. 1%ers, I call them, because if you have the wrong perception in a relationship, at work, even with someone has the wrong perception about you, or even about the way that you think about them, it can definitely impact your business. Sometimes we're not even aware that someone has an incorrect, and it can be small or it can be large. I of kind of minimal perceptions. We're going to get deeper, I know, but one would be, a doctor said to me one day, I drive down the road and my neighbor doesn't even wave to me. I'm not going to talk to that person anymore. And I looked at the doctor and I thought, have you ever considered see you waving? I mean, that's a real example. It never occurred to this oncologist that perhaps the other person was texting, talking on the phone, not even looking at it. Took it as, you know, this person not waved to me, therefore I'm not going to be their friend. And that's a small, minute example of perception. But how many times do we have relationships, or even with clients, that we don't realize they had an incorrect perception until after the fact?
Yeah, constantly. I think if you're not trying to put yourself in the other person's shoes in any interaction, you could get a false perception of what's going on. You know, with reference to what you just said, I mean, the first thing that came to my mind is, well, okay, so maybe the doctor missed the wave the first time. What if the neighbor thinks the doctor is an uptight asshole and is not friendly, and so they stop waving? So both people aren't waving to each other because one wave was missed. One is because the doctor thinks the neighbor's a jerk, and the other one is the neighbor thinks the doctor's too good.
That's good. That's good. That's like the, have you ever seen the crash where it's a chain of events cause misperceptions, misconceptions, and all these lives converge, all these different races, all these different people, when they're really so much alike, so much more alike than they thought. I run into a perception issue often with the way that I would say business or views things that we're doing. And I think it's really, really critical to uncover those blind spots or misconceptions that your clients have. And it's always a blessing when you hear something that they had a complete misconception. So, for instance, I once got a message from someone that I would have loved to talk to, a famous athlete, who messaged me and said, I really hesitated to reach out to you because I figured that, and this is somebody I would have loved to talk to. And they waited, you know, and it doesn't matter who it is, whether it's just your next door neighbor or a client, but perception really is only overcome through communication. We're all moving, so it's hard to really understand what's going on.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I was going to say the same thing. Like, how do you find out if our perceptions are in line? We ask questions, right? We communicate. Sometimes they're hard questions. I got to say, I'm getting comments in here saying that we're freezing up. If we're freezing up and everybody's dealing with that, I'm probably going to cut this feed and then turn my phone on so that we don't go any further with having issues. It could be a connection issue. So give me some comments if we're froze before we continue. Let me know we're good or we're bad or whatever. I don't want to waste anybody's time. Yeah. If this isn't working, I'll just put my phone on the stand real quick and go live on Facebook, and then I'll just add you in through the comments. Okay, we're saying we're good now. Susan says, I keep freezing. Yeah, it keeps cutting out. Okay, Tammy, I'm going to cut this off, and you'll see me pop up live in like 30 seconds.
Perfect. Okay.
Don't go anywhere, guys. Come back. You're going to see us live here in 1 second.
Okay.
All right, thanks.